Hi everybody, welcome to the Soulful Soul. My name is Gladys and this is your weekly pick a card reading. This is your fortnightly pick a card reading, and I just want to let you know I will do these every second week, and in between I do the monthly zodiacs, and bi-monthly, mid-month, I do elemental readings, which is a combination of different elements, the different elements, so earth, air, water and fire, and I've done a combination of each of all the possibilities, so and that's for those who don't really follow the zodiac, or who know your signs but know the different placements. So you might have a lot of earth and air, or whatever the case might be, or you might just be feeling that way at that time. You might be feeling very fiery, in which case you would choose fire and whatever, fiery and emotional, fire and water, fiery and very much in plan or head mode, fire and air. Or if you're feeling very grounded and practical and doing things, then you would have earth and fire. So look out. I've just last week I did those, so if you're interested you can go and check that out. But today is your weekly pick a card reading, and let me just share with you your choices. Group 1 is Dumortierite. Where did I see that from? The Dumortierite, and I've got 2 other cards here that I will reveal after the reading. They're special messages. They're very nice cards, so I might even read from the books. The Group 2 is Amber. Group 1's number is 21. Group 2's number is 3. Group 3, you have Orange Sapphire, and your number is 41. And Group 4, you have a Lapiz Lazuli, and your number is 30. So I will have a still for you, and you can make your choices. Just take a moment. You can pause the video and make your choices, but you will hear me on the other side. Welcome back, Group 1. You've chosen Dumortierite, and it's said to be linked to your opening of your third eye chakra. But let's see what the reading has to say. Lots of swords, beloveds, in your central energy. Okay. Beneath the deck, you have the Devil in reverse, and you know, this to me is speaking about possibly addictions, but something is feeling a bit harsh in your energy, beloved. So let's see. You know, I'm thinking of the Devil in reverse. Devil in reverse can be about power games and stuff like that. Let me just check and see if I can put the light, if the light will help here. Okay, let's just do our thing. You have the 4 of Swords in the reverse in the center, so I'm feeling your mind is racing. You're busy, you're churning through things in your mind, and it might be because of something around you that's been about game playing. Could be you playing the games, it could be games around you, but it feels like there's a need for stillness of the mind. Now, I'll go deeper into the reading on the second round. So I just do a quick once over, and then I get clarifiers to go deeper. But I feel like there's been harsh energy around you, Group 1, and you get the 3 of Swords in what you need to think about. And I feel like that's saying it's time for you to heal. There's been maybe some heartbreak, and it's your time for healing. And you know, it comes next to your outcome card, which is they both are 3s. Your outcome card is the Empress in the reverse. So there's some place, and I think it's to do with your feminine energy that needs healing. Like you haven't been honoring yourself enough, your beauty. It doesn't matter how you identify. You haven't been honoring that part of you, the goddess nature within you. Okay, so in the near past, we get the Fool card in the reverse. So it feels to me like there's something. No, man, that light ain't working. Or maybe that will work. You get the Fool card. Look at the Fool. The Fool is ready to take a leap of faith. They're not sure in this one, but they are, kind of gearing themselves up to. And for me, what this suggests to me is that you have been feeling this urge to take a leap of faith. You're feeling this push to start this new beginning, but you're very reluctant for some reason. In your unconscious is this victory. This is what you're hoping for. This is what you're longing for. You're waiting for it. And to me, what is beneath the surface is saying that there is a victory waiting for you, beloveds, but it's almost like you need to take your healing seriously, as well as let go of something that needs to be let go of. And I think it's related to this devil energy. It could be an addiction. It could be obsession about something, or it could be an outside force factor in your life. The card representing you is the Six of Cups. So you're feeling nostalgic and longing for maybe love, soulmate. I think that's the energy. You're feeling the soft energy, which is not a bad thing. Maybe you are preparing yourself. And with the Four of Cups in the reverse, this card is about being bored. But maybe you have been bored, and maybe this is going to change now in the near future. Maybe an offer will come and you will grab it with both arms, both hands. It might be a big offer, and so you might have to open your arms wide, right? That would be lovely. And then the card around you is the Nine of Cups. So there's something that's feeling like it's not a wish come true. Maybe there was a job that you started, a relationship that hasn't worked out the way you'd hoped it had. And so you're not feeling this fulfillment. And your advice is the Four of Wands, and this is about building your stability. We'll come back to that. But I spoke about your outcome card, which is your near future card, which is the Empress. So I feel like this is more of a guidance for you. It's learning that you really need to honor this this part of you. The Empress in reverse can suggest maybe some hurt, some ending. It can also speak about pregnancy, but that's in your near future. Now, I don't do prediction. I look at what the possible outcome is, but I feel I'm really seeing that as advice for you is I feel like it's almost a warning that you need to honor some aspect of your feminine that you have maybe been suppressing. But I know that's vague. I'm going to get clarifiers and we'll see what the reading has to say once we have our clarifiers, There's your Nine of Cups again, showing up there. Oh, wow, look at that. You get the Four of Wands twice. So you definitely are needing to work on building your stability. Dear hearts, there's something about stability that's really important for you. You have the Page of Swords beneath the deck. And this Page of Swords is a bit, wants to do something very much like the Fool, ready to take action, but is just a little bit uncertain, I feel. Okay, and then your theme the central issues, the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Swords. You know, I feel like you're going through a huge change, but in order to help make that change smooth, you need to be going within. You need to be taking time out to be still, Group 1. And I think you're not doing that. You really need to find ways of quieting your mind so that you can handle this huge change. And, you know, change can be really positive and there might be beautiful things going on, but it can still be stressful, you know. So I'm thinking that you might be going through a change. You have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, which is a good thing. But in order to handle that cycle most effectively, to do it with grace and to do it in a way that is peaceful for yourself, you need to be taking time out to be still. And that taking time out to be still can just simply be honoring Gaia, putting your feet on the ground, taking time out, even 5 minutes of just quiet, of just emptying your head in nature, maybe, if that's possible for you. If it's not, it's looking out at nature and just taking that time out, right? And that's in the near future. And then what's affecting this situation is the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Cups. So I feel like something didn't work out about, maybe you had invested in some kind of dream and it didn't work out the way you'd wanted to. For some of you, this could be somebody else that has cheated you. And for others, it could be negative energy around you, like you had this dream job and now it's just full of strife, you know. And for others, it's a dream that you had, that you maybe put all your eggs in one basket and it hasn't worked out as you expected it to. But I feel like something is changing in this regard. There's some change. So maybe work will change. Maybe another job will come up. Let's see. There feels like there's change going on. What you need to think about with the Three of Swords is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Now, there are players in your this is the first player in your reading. Well, you've got the Page of Swords there as well, and you have the Devil. So, the Queen of Wands in the reverse, I would say, quite either you have been feeling this lack of creativity, or this influence, this negative energy, the Seven of Swords might be coming from a fire sign. Not necessarily, but you can see if that relates to you. But there has been this energy. Maybe you have been feeling depressed. Maybe that's what you're healing from. And maybe that's why the guidance is to take that time out, you know, and you get the Empress there as well. But for some of you, this might simply be an outside energy that has caused chaos, that's caused you to, it could be a partner that maybe had an affair, even a partner that's turned out to be quite controlling, and you are healing from that, or you are being advised to take seriously healing your heart and moving away from this energy in whatever way you can. I know that it's not always possible. So, like I say, take it as it works for you. It could be a partner, it could be an institution, it could be work. But something that didn't pan out the way you expected it. And I feel it's related to this devil energy, addiction, power games, something that just was not good for you. But you are ready to cut that out. You just feel, I feel you need just a little bit of support to do that, dear Group 1, you know. And it might be about that turning within and seeking inner counsel, you know. Your card in the near past, you get the Fool and you get the Nine of Wands. So you've you are reluctant to move from whatever this is because you feel like you've invested so much in it. That's what I feel. There might be reluctance to move away from this because you feel, well, I put so many years in, I put this in, I put that in. Now, that could well be, something could be worth working on, but you do need to let go of the toxic aspects of whatever this is. So if it's work and things are not working out, you need to find the strength to speak out. If it's a relationship, likewise. And if it's something you need to work out, walk away from, you need to be drawing on your spiritual strength, going within, seeking inner guidance, even seeking outside counsel, spiritual counsel, to help you find that strength to move away, or at least to find the right answers for yourself. In your unconscious, you get the victory card, and it comes with the page of coins. So something feels like maybe it's moving too slowly, possibly. And maybe you can't see this victory yet, but I really feel like victory is beneath the surface. You get the wheel of fortune there. So it seems like, and look at that wheel, it seems like you might not, this is in what you can't see, so maybe that's what's working on in the background. And it might be finance related for some of you, but for some of you it might be about stability. So something can't be seen, and I believe that the wheel of fortune is bringing this, is changing for you. Things might have been really hard, and now the cycle is turning, and it requires stillness of you to go within, so you can let go of the negative elements and keep the positive elements. I feel you have, look at this is so beautiful. So I think there's something from the past that's bringing you healing. Maybe you've gone home to visit a childhood home. Maybe you're working with your ancestors. Maybe you are doing the healing work, but there's a part of you you really are on this path to healing. And this is about wish fulfillment as well, the Star card. So maybe something that Nine of Cups, that didn't look like a wish fulfillment. Maybe it simply needed to go through the process. It needed to go through that cycle. You had lots to learn with the Nine of Wands there, and it needed to go through its cycle. And now I feel like everything's changing. With the Nine of Cups, you get the Three of Wands. So you feel like something didn't work out, but this is the card of waiting for your ships to come in. Maybe your ships hadn't come in yet. You thought they had, but that was just a taste of what the possibilities are. I really feel such a lot of positivity from this reading now, but I feel like you need to do certain things, and one of them is I feel this is your near future, and it talks about some kind of unexpected event coming. I think that's what these cards are speaking about, and I feel like with the Four of Cups there, it's asking you to accept whatever comes with grace. Trust that whatever comes, whatever breaks, this is such an interesting reading. You get the Four of Swords there inviting you to go within. You get the Dumortierite, which is inviting you to open your third eye, is to go within, take seriously your going within. And you get the Wheel of Fortune, and then you get the Four of Cups here, which talks about offers. Now, the offer that comes to you might not look like an offer. It might come in the form of something breaking up. But it feels to me like something is not working. Something is a power trip. Something is toxic. Something is not working in your favor. And it feels to me like with that, it's not even saying open your third eye. It's saying open yourself up to spirit guidance. And I feel that the guidance might come in an unexpected form. It might come suddenly. It might feel like, oh my gosh, harsh. like this tower is coming down, and that's exactly what it is. It's the tower coming down, but in order for something new to be rebuilt on a strong foundation. And here's the other interesting thing. Your advice is around building strong foundations. Look, that's a wedding. And that's a celebration, you know. And so I feel like whatever's going on, you are being supported and guided, group one. Something that might not have worked out. For some of you, it could be a job that didn't seem right. It feels like it's transforming, but it might look like first a negative thing happens. So it could be, for some, that a job ends. It could be a relationship. Something is exposed in a relationship. It could be a sudden message, you know. It could even be an offer that destabilizes you, like an offer that comes in that sounds really good, but it sets the cat amongst the pigeons. So now you have to confront all the things that are not working, kind of thing, you know. Let's say in a relationship, you are in a relationship. That relationship is a bit power gamesy. You thought it was the Nine of Cups, and now it's turning out to be something else. So an offer comes in that forces you to move to a different city or whatever, and so it makes you confront that. You don't want to leave, but it's forcing you to have to maybe make that choice to leave. That's one possibility. For others, it might be a job related, which the example I'm giving. It might be a dream that you had that didn't work out, but I really feel like even if it didn't work out, it's almost like it didn't work out in that form because it's caused you to move in a different direction, or look at those things from a different perspective, or learn certain lessons so that you can be better able to do this thing. It feels to me like such a message of all is not lost, and like whatever things look like, there's something beautiful going on for you. But you also need to do the inner work. With your advice, there's the Eight of Cups and the Four of Wands. Really, for many of you, it's about walking away from something in order to build the strong foundation. I think it's as simple as that. It's trusting that you need to walk away from something. Now, for those of you who, so it will be different for some of you. It's walking away from a negative behavior, an addiction, beloveds. For some of you, it's confronting a partner. For some of you, it's walking away from a behavior that doesn't serve you, like always letting somebody else have the say, this partner maybe. For some of you, you might be the one that plays power games, beloveds, you know. So it's you confronting all those things, walking away from that behavior, that partnership, that relationship, that work situation, in order to build something new. I really feel like something's going to show itself to you in the 2 weeks ahead. And then with the Empress, you get the Five of Wands. So, you know, I feel like this is in your near future. I think it's a warning. It's saying there's some way you are not honoring this beautiful soul within, this Empress within, this goddess within, and you need to, in order to deal with the toxic space, the fights, the competition, the things that are making you feel lesser than possibly. Yeah. So I'm going to, so group one, I'm going to show you your cards, and I'm going to read from these books. This one is called the Literary Witch's Oracle, and I'm going to read what the eel is about. To me, you know, they say slippery like an eel. So it could be meaning you need to be that way. And you get squirrel spirit, believe in yourself, which I really feel is so related to that Empress energy and related to this whole reading, you know. I didn't look at them beforehand, you know, but that's beautiful. I don't like them to influence the reading. I think that the tarot itself is so powerful that you don't really need that to help with to guide the reading. It says here what lurks: electricity, dishonesty. So it could be related to this Seven of Swords energy, this dishonest energy, the devil energy. This could be a Capricorn in their behaving in a negative way, playing power games. But the eel is I said slippery, obviously, right? But it's so funny. One of the things I thought about was the electricity. The electric eels can shock you. So maybe you are needing to build that resilience, dear hearts. I think that when it comes to your Empress energy, your building your resilience is allowing you to also be able to shock others if they come too close. And by come too close, I simply mean those negative energies that might have been influencing your life or playing a role in your life. You're needing to build your inner goddess, this love for yourself, belief in yourself, so that you can handle this competitive energy, the slippery energy. But I feel like part of that is building this ability of the Empress to say no. And sometimes it might sound harsh to people. It could be a no like this: no, which is what I feel you're needing. It might sound like electricity to someone else, but maybe you need a bit of that as part of your healing, group 1. Okay, group 1, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this has helped you. I think it's such an interesting reading. I think you're going through change. Trust what's going on, beloveds. Reach out if you need to reach out. Know that you have got this, though. Okay, dear hearts, I wish you a wonderful 2 weeks ahead. End of the week, I'm doing your zodiacs, and so you can look out for that. Sending you lots of love, group 1. Bye. Welcome back, group 2. You chose Amber, and it's a number 3 card. Its number is 3. And look how bright and beautiful that Amber is. According to this book, this author, Amber is about confronting old patterns that might not serve us. But let's see what the reading says. I don't want to be caught up in that. But just think about, for you, what resonates for you when you look at this card. What does it make you feel when you look at that crystal? What does it make you feel? It's really powerful. The orange is associated with the sacral chakra, sexuality, that kind of thing, creativity, self-love, all that. Let's see. Light you some incense, Lana. Incense has run out. Beneath the deck, you get the Lovers in reverse. So, it's possible you are dealing with partnerships. Well, you are dealing with partnerships of some sort, loverships or otherwise. Let's see. I don't have all yours in. There we go. I think that's better. Okay, group 1 and group 2. Let's see what we have for you. Let me light your incense. group 2, 3 of Cups, 3. So I'm feeling like you are in some kind of threesome, group 3, group 2. You get the amber, the 3 there. I feel like for most of you this is about love. Maybe there has been an affair of some sort that has hurt, and it's left you feeling imbalanced. It's caused an imbalance. Of course it would, right? What you're needing to think about is your stability, group 2, sorry. You're needing to think about how you can stand on your own 2 feet. Now, sometimes an affair doesn't mean the end of a relationship. Let's see what comes out. But I feel like your message is to, this is a peaceful energy. It's learning to stand on your own 2 feet without any pomp and ceremony. It's like, just do it. Softly, sweetly, filling yourself. That's an actually really beautiful card. Look at that image, their coin. It's like a spiritual coin, It's really beautiful. You have been reluctant to walk away from something you've wanted to, and it's been like this kind of energy. Let's see what unfolds as we go along, right? Yes, I think that it's about love. It's about a relationship that hasn't worked out for some reason, and I feel like it's to do with an affair. Now stepping out. And I just want to say again that I don't think that's the worst thing that can happen in a relationship. It's a lot of pressure to put on a relationship that not making allowances. People do make promises to each other, but it feels like an unfair promise. And let's see what comes out. But for some of you, I think that what might come out is that the relationship is worth healing, But let's see. You have the card of patience. This represents you, the 7 of Pentacles. It's like you've put a lot of effort into something, and it's saying to you, don't try to rush things. So maybe it's about healing this relationship. Now, let's say it's work. It could be that something didn't work out in a partnership, but now you've been giving it a chance, and it's about saying be patient. Some of you might have walked away from a job, and it's also saying be patient. That's a card of allowing whatever needs to grow. It might not. In fact, it's saying that you cannot see what's beneath the surface, but it is there. Those fruits will grow. You get the Chariot in your near future, and let's see what the clarifiers say. But what I'm saying is there's no need to rush. It's echoing this, that you want to move forward quickly, but it's almost saying that maybe you won't even be able to rush, because it isn't major arcana, so it might even say, even though you want to, you won't be able to. You get the Judgment card in what's around you. So I think that something around you has felt very unfair, and maybe you are in a mode of like harshly judging it, and I'm not judging you. If that's what you need to do, and if that's where you are, that's where you are. But your advice is to take on the energy of the King of Cups. I think that you, my dear hearts, are being, look at that, with the orange. They like completely match each other. I think you need to be working on the sacral chakra, and I feel like that does, like, valuing our sexuality, even if it is pleasuring ourselves, is so important. But valuing your beauty, looking at yourself in the mirror, and valuing the wrinkles and the curves and the skinny and the knobbly knees and the lines around the eyes, the curly hair, the straight hair, the whatever. all those things that you say aren't beautiful, making them beautiful in your own eyes. And the King of Cups here for me is a learning emotional resilience. It's you need to, dear hearts, learn. It's something I'm learning very late in life, is having my little layer of thick skin. And it's so much harder for some of us, those of us who are by nature very empathic. But there's somehow, I feel like those kind hearts are the ones who learn to be the strongest, because for me, strength is so much in being able to be kind, and it's not strength to do what's easy for you. Like, for example, if you're brash and hard, then it's not strength to be that. It's easy, right? In fact, it's easier to be that than to be kind but still tough, still strong. That is true strength, So I'm saying that for you, beloveds, even if you are being taught now that your strength, keep that beautiful heart, but learn now how to put a little coating around it so that things can be like water off a duck's back. That's the message for you, beloved empaths. And with the Four of Cups there in your outcome, I feel like an offer is coming, and you need to be aware of it. It's almost like, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. That's the message that I'm getting from that. Don't be so hurt or looking the other ways. Don't be so caught up in your hurt, or you'll have taken offense or whatever, that you don't see something beautiful that comes to you, and you're not open to offers from spirit. The Hermit flies out there in the reverse. I love this because I'm doing these readings because it's like mysteries unfold in front of my eyes, And then the card representing, beneath the deck you get Judgment again, beloveds. So all I'm going to say to you is, are you judging something too harshly? Are you judging yourself too harshly? I will leave that at that, So with the Three of Cups, you have the Hermit. Now, I feel like maybe what this is saying is, maybe you've withdrawn. There are two possibilities here. Some of you, because of this hurt, have withdrawn completely from society, from others, just withdrawn. For others, you are needing to withdraw. There's a need to withdraw in order to heal or to address something, With what's blocking that is, let me see, let me think about this. I think for most of you, what this is saying is that you might be in complete withdrawal mode, and maybe it's too much. Maybe it's too much because you have your Temperance there. It's causing a lack of balance. Maybe you are needing to reach out and be tempted by the Seven Cups, or at least one of the cups that's on offer, because I feel like something is coming or is there being offered to you. And there's something about getting into balance so that you are able to choose wisely. I'm curious now. Okay, for some of you, I think that maybe you've had a lot of offers since this withdrawal, and it could be the thing that's also making you feel unstable, unsure. I think maybe I will get another clarifier for that. what you need to think about is the Page of Coins and the World. So it really feels like a new beginning for you, or something. Something needs to close off so that you can start this new beginning that is about you creating your own stability. Perhaps you are going off on your own. Group 2, maybe you are stepping off out on your own. Maybe there are lots of offers and you are, if it's work, going to accept one of those and move away from something that didn't serve you. For some of you, I feel like there will be all these offers, but you need to first find your balance before, which is this. This is what I'm getting strongly now. Something needs to be closed off so that you can be on your own and find your balance before you can even move into other partnerships, right? Because that will help you, closing off something, finding your balance will help you be able to know what's good for you and what isn't. You've learned from this situation that you need to know as well. So with the 8 of Cups, you get the 5 of Cups. And I feel like, so what it's saying is that this backwards and forwards of yours, I want to walk away, but I'm not walking away. I want to walk away, I'm not, is linked to you crying over spilt milk. It's almost like this feeling of, maybe I've invested so much in that, I can't walk away now. And yet there's these offers waiting for you. There's a real offer waiting for you, which is one of these, but you're not ready yet to make that choice. And it's offering you the same thing that didn't work out. It's offering you the Lovers. It's offering you a positive partnership. So I feel like you need to explore that, where you are staying stuck because of you saying, oh, well, I put so much into this, something like that. Or, sorry. Okay. So, when then beneath the deck is, well, something feels to me like it's over. That's what I'm seeing here. It's like it's over. Right? If it's not, it's not. But that's what I'm seeing. It's like in the unconscious, what you can't see, but it's coming. And maybe you know it. I feel you know it. I don't think that the cards ever give us something we don't know. We know. We just get confirmation. It's our wisdom, your wisdom and mine together, and our guidance from our higher selves. You get the 7 of Coins with the 4 of Cups. Oh, 4 of Cups is around. 4 of Cups in the reverse. You are in hermit mode, dear hearts. You need to be patient with something that you've put out there. Maybe it's CVs, maybe it's your wish for a loving partner, and now you want to give up. But the 4 of Cups is saying, actually, there are offers from heaven, from spirit, from your ancestors, from your guides. Don't close yourself off to them. And don't rush something that needs time. Be gentle. And maybe that I'm going to get another clarifier for that and for that. And being gentle on yourself, I think. In a near future, you get the 4 of Wands with the Chariot. So, yeah. It feels like a relationship is ending. It feels like a job might be ending, and you might want to rush forward into another one. But there's this energy of saying, just be a little bit patient, because you need to tie something up properly so that you know what it's like to stand on your own 2 feet. And it's from that place of finding that, having that balance, that you are then able to open yourself up, or you are able to make the right choices. That's what your reading is saying for you, Group 2. So please apply it to whatever, whether it's work, whether it's studies, whether it's love. It'll be different whether it's your own personal project. But I believe that the messages are here. This judgment comes with the Knight of Cups. I think that this is what's around you. There's a walking away. There's a walking away from this harsh energy. Maybe you are the one walking away. Maybe somebody else is walking away because something hasn't been working out. And maybe that's what you're dealing with. Something or ending, I feel. You have the King of Cups, and what better card could you get with it? This is such a card of healing, you know. It's the alchemist. It's the person. It's exactly what I've been trying to talk about in this King of Cups. It's being able to have an open heart, but also have the boundaries. It's being able to give and accept love, or emotional give and take. You know, it doesn't have to be relationship wise, but it is relationships. You are relating all the time, but I feel like your advice is to seek your balance, seek that through going within, and I think that your balance is in this, what I was speaking about earlier, because the temperance is so echoing that. I think your journey is about tying something up in a constructive way, but also taking time out to be alone, so that, and time to go within, so that you can make, when Spirit offers, you are able to take from a place of wholeness, of self-belief, you know. And why I say that is, you have the Five of Coins in reverse, and the Five of Coins is that bigger energy, and but I feel like you are being guided to this energy where you, it might be youthful, it might be new, it might be a new thing for you, but it's this starting off of a new you in a way, and a you that is able to stand on their own 2 feet. So you are open then to any kind of relationship, but one that is good for you, one that respects your boundaries, one where you respect your boundaries. It's like you open yourself up to something that's right for you, because I feel like something is coming in. I'm feeling like I mustn't get clarifiers, group 3, I think 2. I feel like the messages are quite clear. Let me just look at your cards. Skunk Spirit. Wow. Now look at that. Know your worth. How beautiful is that? How wonderful that it echoes this reading, you know. It's talking about that. It's talking about that. This. Awesome. And then you get the toad from this. Let me show you. Humor, the grotesque, and joy. So maybe it's asking you, part of your journey is to try and have a humorous look at this. And I don't know why I'm holding that up, but that's the card that came out. It's like being patient. I think that's echoing the being patient, you know, like, what did it say? Humor, joy. Gosh. Humor, joy, and the grotesque. Huh. It's saying find the silver lining, which is the Five of Cups, in something that maybe hasn't worked out. That's what I think it's talking about. Okay, group 2, I hope this helps you. I trust that you are on a journey of healing. Something hasn't worked out, but it's not the end of the world. I wish you a wonderful 2 weeks ahead. I will do your zodiacs at the end of the month, and then the pick a card in the next 2 weeks, in two weeks' time. Okay, group 2, I wish you a wonderful 2 weeks ahead, and I will chat with you again soon. Bye. Welcome back, group 3. You've chosen Orange Sapphire. Wow, what a powerful looking crystal. And of course, because of the orange, I think of Well, I'm thinking abundance. I'm thinking maybe that's what your concern is, sacral chakra, but very much about creation and 41, 5, change maybe. Let's see. I'm just getting in touch with that your sensual energy, nature. Let's see. Oh, nice outcome. You get beneath the deck the 4 of Swords, just inviting you, I think, to just take time out for rest, maybe time out for meditation, possibly time out to be still. Let's see. You get the 2 of Coins in reverse, and I feel just like group 2, your issue is trying to find balance, and I think it's coming through you going within, just echoing that, right? But let's see why. You get the 4 of Cups, and what you need to think about. This card's come up for every group. It's about where are you looking away or ignoring offers that are made to you, especially spirit-guided offers, You've got a very powerful reading. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the 10 cards are Major Arcana. Wow, that's amazing. That's really nice. So you get the 10 of Cups in the near past. So something beautiful happened in your near past. You are, it's kind of like a wish fulfillment, a loving relationship. So maybe you are embarking on a new relationship. But let's see, and maybe that's why you are requiring some balance. In your unconscious, something has been tied up or is being tied up. It's in the process. You're about to come to some kind of completion. And maybe that's why that shows up. But let's see what the other cards say. And the clarifiers. This is a quick round, and then I'll use the clarifiers. You are walking into this place of manifesting something very important to yourself. Might be a creative project you're working on, but it seems to me like it's very close to fruition. And you're going to be able to create something really beautiful from it. It looks like, be aware of that power to do that, Your card is the Moon, and it talks about having fears, maybe. Maybe you are afraid of the unknown. You're really afraid of this taking your power. I think it's important that you just note your fears, confront them, Around you is the Queen of Wands, and I think that this is saying that despite your fears, you are acting anyway. So act. Bring about this new beginning for yourself, whether it's a relationship, like a really beautiful relationship, if it is. It could be a new project, it could be a new course of study, maybe you get a scholarship, maybe you get a promotion, but I feel like whatever it is, it requires tying something else. In fact, it's not like you need to worry about that tying up. It's happening anyway. It's in the unconscious. It's waiting, and maybe you are just about finished with that thing, and it's leading to this new beginning. You are going to create something, or you have been maybe in the process of, and it's going to be a fruit. That's what it looks like. And despite your fears, just confront your fears. You will still... I love that you get the Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands energy, and I feel that's yours to harness. So I feel like what's important for you is fire and water. So your creativity, which is linked to that sacral chakra, keeping that passion going for whatever it is that you are completing and bringing out a new beginning from. And with the Queen of Cups, it's being nurturing, maybe nurturing towards yourself or nurturing towards this thing, honoring it in some way, you know. And then this is the card of wish fulfillment. I think some beautiful divine wish. No, I don't like to predict, but that's what the cards are saying. There's some wish that's coming true. And I think it's something you've worked hard towards. And it's also, I mean, if there's a warning, it's that you don't be looking away and be like too afraid to take it up when that offer comes in, you know. Let's see. Oh my, you know, this Four of Cups is coming up for everyone. So maybe all of us on this journey together are being guided to for each of us. It will be different. There's an offer coming in, it feels like, and we are being asked not to be complacent, not to be looking the other way, not to be bored, not to be hurtful or like unopen to it, you know. Knight of Wands in the reverse. I think that this is asking you to still your restless energy. Take time out every day to be still, and that stillness can be 5 minutes of stillness, sitting on the grass or putting your feet on the grass. This is quite restless energy, you know. I just want to see what's that's come out. The Six of Swords, yes. So you want to move from this restless energy to a still energy, and I feel like these are both in the reverse, so it's kind of a challenge to you to take that time out, okay? Really take time out, because it's in that stilling, just having those 5 minutes of stillness, that you equip yourself to take yourself from this completion to have the completion, right? And then move yourself to the next level of the magician, of enacting this, of bringing out this baby, or starting this new journey for some of you. But with the Two of Coins, your central issue is the Two of Coins with the Four of Cups. Wow, it's possible that you have two offers, right? And because of that, you're unsure which one, which one is of a spirit kind of thing, you know? So I'm sorry, I had recorded this, or thought I'd recorded. I'd gone through the whole reading, and when I pressed what I thought was stop, I realized I hadn't been recording. And it's actually a really nice reading, you know, you've got a really positive reading. So it might go quicker than expected. So at the center, you have this double-mindedness. And I feel like what's happening for you is that there's an offer, or more than one offer coming to you. You know, you can see that it's come up in multiple ways. I will just keep that like that, because I'm supposed to reveal that later, man. No, I forgot. What the hell? Okay. And so there's this offer and there's this two-mindedness, and then these two seem to echo that. Well, in fact, though, I was thinking the Hermit and the King of Wands in reverse. The King of Wands is agreeing with the Hermit in that it's about taking time out, in fact, taking seriously your going within, making time for that inner work. And that inner work doesn't have to be hard work. It's just taking time, withdrawing to that self of yours, where there's quiet, where there's stillness. And you don't have to do it with an outcome in mind, because those outcomes are happening anyway. We don't have to will them into being. So really, there's something very important going on for you, group 3. That's the gist of this whole reading. What you're needing to think about is the 4 of Cups again, right? This offer and the Empress. And there were 2 things that came up here for me. One was valuing yourself enough so that you are open to those offers, or the spirit-guided offer, And 2 was, look how this Empress is sitting in appreciation of what she has. The Empress is in reverse. So I'm feeling like what you need to think about is opening yourself up to offers and looking at where you might not appreciate what you do have. Like this person is not looking at this beautiful offer because they're saying, oh, that's not good enough kind of thing. This is what I got in the past. So it's just looking at that, if you have that kind of attitude, dear hearts. In the near past, you have the 10 of Cups with the 8 of Swords. So it looks to me like something came into your life, like maybe this is what you've been wishing for, because there's a whole lot here about wish fulfillment. So there's this wish that is coming to being. It's like it's nearby, right? And it's freeing you. It's offering to free you, and I think you're starting to feel that energy. But there are still things to do, because this is in your unconscious, and it speaks about wrapping up a cycle. So I feel like there's a cycle that you need to close, that in a good way, that relates to maybe power, or how you relate to power. It could be a cycle with a Capricorn, or you might even be a Capricorn. And it's almost like closing in order to level up. Maybe it's a promotion at work, but that also needs handing over. It may be a new job that also needs handing over, like an exit interview, whatever. But I'll come to that. So there is some kind of closure. And, you have, let me take it step by step. It's such an interesting reading, Now, the one card that came up for you was the Moon card, talking about your fears. And your fears, it came with the Sun. The Sun clarified. And the Sun clarifies, right? So I feel like whenever you feel fearful, there's a couple of things. One is to look at your fears. Do an interrogation of those fears. Okay, where does this, what am I afraid of? First, pinpoint that fear, right? Why? Where does it come from? What can I do about it? And just have fun looking at that. But it's a matter, and that's your Sun. It's shining light on the secretive energy, this thing that you can't feel. But it's actually taking time out to say, okay, what is it that I'm really afraid of? What is the actual fear in this situation, this situation where something's coming in and something's leaving. Some phase is ending and a new one is starting. Something needs to be closed in order for me to move to another. Is the core of this fear about power? Is it about abuse? Is it whatever, But play with the Sun. And there's another thing you can do with the Sun, is the Sun for me is such a solar plexus. Well, solar. It's use it for your solar plexus. You imagine the Sun in your solar plexus when you've become afraid or don't believe in yourself, and or lie in the Sun and let it just fill you. It's such a healer, just as the Moon is. So around you is the Queen of Wands and the Magician. And let me first do this. This is your near future. You get the Magician and the Chariot. And I feel like really some dream is coming into being. Something that you've worked hard on is coming into fruition. You are so close to this final step, and it's saying, don't rush. You've worked hard. You've put in the work. You've done it slowly and steadily. There's no need to rush. You've got the Magician there on your side. The Magician is the ultimate manifester, and I don't believe in the clicking of fingers manifester, but you are able to You are at this point where you are about to close the cycle to begin a new one. And the what I wanted to say about this, you have in what's around you the Queen of Wands and you have the Magician, and I feel what's happening here is that you might be afraid of abuse of power, maybe yours or anyone around you. So just look out for that. But you also get the Queen of Wands. And when I did the reading first, before this Queen of Wands came up in your advice, I had spoken about this energy of the Queen of Wands, kind of owning that energy, but we'll get there. So what I'm feeling here, this could be, let me just give it a minute now. Yeah, I feel like just hold on to this upbeat energy of the Queen of Wands. If you feel like games are being played or there's an abuse of power, just hold on to the energy of the Queen of Wands, you know, openness, ability to create, creative energy, you know, beauty, your own beauty. Just hold on to that. And it could be that you're afraid of your own power. So maybe that's the fear that you have. And if that's the case, then that's what you need to look at. Why? Where does it come from? And use your going within to help you look at those issues. Your advice is the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. I feel like the energy you are needing to harness right now is water energy and fire. The Queen of Cups is, both of them, the queens are nurturing energies, but the queen is the one that's in the heart. She's about giving and receiving love. She's about gentle leadership. Strong, but gentle leadership. She's that matriarch that loves all the children, the great-grandchildren, but they know that they know that there's a boundary, you know, that she's full of love, but she also is respected. That's the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Wands is the creative, the free spirit, the making things happening, is the artist, is the starting things. So I feel like that's where you are in this phase, or that's where you are going into, and I feel like these are the energies you need to harness. So I'm feeling like you are in this mode, the free flowing, the more liberating, the starting point, the starting of this new cycle, and you need to draw on these two energies. And then your outcome, you did get this in the reverse, the Nine of Cups in reverse, but look at the Star card. The Star card is about hope and healing, and it's about wish fulfillment. I really feel like some wish is coming true, but it's something you've worked really hard on. Trying to remember what that came to me about the Nine of Cups. I think I was saying here, this nine is linked to the moon. Don't let your fears get in the way of you enjoying what you have created. I really feel like that's a strong message. So that's really your reading, group 3. And then you got Snake Spirit, which is about a new beginning. It's like shedding your old skin, shedding this old energy, you know, so you can move into this new energy. I feel like there's an old thing that's ending and a new beginning, and especially because, well, everything what I've said. Let me not go back on what I said. And then Emily Bronte, right? Now, I remembered this actually from reading in this book, and I'm going to read it to you, and I think it's very powerful. Fantasy. It says, dwelling, indulging, hiding in fantasy. Emily Bronte spent her uneventful life at the family home on the moors. She created fantasy worlds with her brilliant sisters, Charlotte and Anne, brushed the carpet and took walks in the hills. After her death of tuberculosis at the age of 30, she achieved posthumous fame for Wuthering Heights, a vicious novel of romance between two isolated, stormy characters, Catherine and Heathcliff. Now, I feel what's so important about that, she received her accolades after she died, and I feel like that's saying to you, is that what you want? Or do you want to believe in yourself and create this thing now? And I think that's what you want, right? You want to make your wish come true, whatever it is, whether it's a partnership, this beautiful, really blessed partnership, a project, a dream, like a scholarship of a dream job, whatever the case might be. Open yourself up, dream house. Open yourself up to that, beloveds. And I'm going to leave it there. Group 3, what a lovely reading, and please give me your feedback. I'd love to hear how this sat for you, and I wish you a wonderful 2 weeks ahead. I'll be doing your zodiacs for November soon, and you can look out for that. Okay, then I'll chat with you again soon. Bye. Welcome back, Group 4. You've chosen Lapiz Lazuli, and for me that's very much a card of the third eye. In fact, if I'm looking at that stone of the third eye, I think it's also, it could be between the throat chakra and the third eye, but it's something about, especially in this one, you've got this, oh gosh, I'm feeling like a positive time of, there's some power here, and I'm thinking of the magician, so I'm feeling some powerful magician and going within energy there. Let's see. Group 4. Lots of swords energy, Group 4. You have the 3 of Cups in the reverse. So there might have been some, like Group 1, cheating or dishonesty around you, maybe even in a partnership. At your center you have the 9 of Coins. I think you're wanting to be free, but you're feeling trapped. You are wanting independence, and you're feeling like you don't have that right now, and it's because you're busy with your healing. You're healing something related to maybe this 3 of Cups, maybe an affair or some kind of deception that happened. You've got quite a few swords here, let's see, and you get the 5 of Swords in what you need to think about, and you get it in the reverse. I think that you are needing to liberate yourself from negative thinking. That's what I feel. There's a whole lot of negative thinking, and that's something you need to be working on in the 2 weeks ahead. In the near past, justice, something maybe ended, some cycle came to an end, maybe it was a divorce, maybe it's a separation, maybe an ending, maybe it came out because of this. That 3 of Cups doesn't have to be like an affair. It can just simply be that something that used to be joyful is no longer. It served its purpose. It had its joy, and now it's time for a new phase. But you are healing from that thing. That thing is hurt, whatever that ending has been. You get the Hanged Man in your unconscious, and this is a deep invitation to you to, partly it's saying that you are in a state of suspension right now, like you are stuck, and you are not in control of that stuckness. That's the feeling I'm getting. But in that stuckness, you can start looking at observing yourself and your negative energy, your negative thinking, the negative self-talk. You need to start observing that, and you need to start observing whatever is negative in your life. Okay? And that's also very much related to a TikTok that I want to do. I started doing it. I drew the 2 cards, and I kept getting cut off at the end. So I really want to do that. It's the Hanged Man, but not with the 5 of Swords, with the 7 of Wands. But so maybe that applies as well. Anyway, it's a similar kind of message. You get the 9 of Swords in your near future. So, beloveds, you are stuck in your head, and I think you'll continue for a while because I think you are healing. I think that, well, we'll see what the clarifiers say. But there is this tendency for you to be stuck. You know, sometimes it comes back to your negative thinking. You've got the 3 of Swords, the 5, and the 9. Quite cards that are quite hectic. And then you get the 10 of Swords, but in the reverse, in the outcome. You get the 4 of Wands representing you. You are... There's a part of you that's celebrating stability. So maybe you are moving into a new phase. Like you might not be independent yet, but I feel maybe you're working towards that. And independence can be interdependence. It can be you and another or others, you know, because here the person is celebrating with others. So we'll see what the clarifiers bring. Around you is the Fool in the reverse. So a reluctance to take a leap of faith. This is a bit mixed messagey, right? On the one hand, you have this ending that's happened. You have this feeling a lack of independence, but you have this 4 of Wands, which tells me you're quite stable, or you're feeling quite stable. But there's a feeling of dissatisfaction with where things are, but at the same time feeling unable to move, unable to take a leap of faith. Yeah, it could be because of circumstances, but let's see. Your advice is to honor yourself, honor the wounded warrior within, honor all your achievements and accomplishments, honor everything that's come past. Instead of saying, oh, I spent so many years in that relationship or in that job only to lose it. You learned so much in that time. You became a different person. That person, that situation, that job, that person, that whatever, also gave you value, you know. Just remember that. It's all about how you look at things, right? There's a strong message here about how you look at things. And you get in your outcome the 10 of Swords in reverse. So again, I feel like a reluctance to let go of something, beloveds. Let's see what comes out with your clarifiers. This Devil in the reverse, though. And beneath the deck, the Queen of Wands came in. Oh, good. The Magician in the same place. You get the Knight of Swords. So, no rushing, I feel. No rushing. Don't rush. Whatever's going on, don't rush. Don't rush your healing. Don't rush your healing. And you know what's so interesting? I made a point to myself that if the 3 of Cups comes up, I'm going to remember it as the Star and talk about it. Because I often, when I'm clearing the cards, because I do this whole process, where I sort the cards, you know, this one often goes missing because I've put it in with the Major Arcana. Why? Because it looks like the Star card. So I'm going to read it as the Star. I think that you are healing something. So you need to not rush that. But it's a deep and profound healing that's going on, you know. With the 9 of Coins, you get the Chariot. You are on your way to independence, even if it doesn't feel that way. Don't rush. I think that's a big message for you, is not to rush. So I feel like the healing, and this healing that you are doing, is related to, it could be, oh gosh, the first thing that came was depression. So maybe for some of you, that's what it is. It's some kind of habit that doesn't work for us, that's not serving us. It could be our thinking. It could be other people around us where we accept negative behavior from others, people playing power games. I think that, but take it easy on yourself. Take it easy on yourself. I think you're dealing with big things, beloved. So don't rush. And don't say to yourself, oh, I should have learned this by now. I feel like we learn lessons at a deeper and deeper level, even if we can't see it sometimes. Just trust yourself on that, especially if you've been doing the work. With your 5 of Swords, you get the King of Wands in reverse. Yes, darling hearts, you are not, I feel that's part of your advice. You need to be working on your negative thinking and how you undervalue yourself. You are maybe depressed, but you're not seeing your value. The King of Wands in reverse can really be about dulling that light of yours. Okay? And in the near past, with this Justice card, you get the 4 of Cups. So this was the ending of something, maybe an offer that you thought was beautiful and didn't turn out that way, or but something you know what I'm getting here? Justice, this ending, this court, something to do with court, maybe a marriage, maybe something legal that came. It came because there was something not fulfilling you. Something you might have made an offer and it wasn't accepted, so something had to end. But it was something like that. It feels like whatever's ended there, that it needed to end, right? You get because you can't keep offering your cup and it's not accepted, right? Or reciprocated, kind of thing. Beneath in the unconscious, you get the Hanged Man and the 8 of Swords. So I feel like this Hanged Man is you can't see it, but this hiatus, the stuckness, is leading to you being unstuck. Because the Hanged Man stuckness is of spirit, right? It's not a stuckness. It's a time for you to look at things from a different perspective. And this is of us. This is your mind telling you you are stuck. And in this looking at things from a different perspective, this interrogating why your negative thinking, why you put yourself down, etc. You're using this time of being stuck to, instead of fighting about it, looking at your healing, looking at where you are your own worst enemy. That's the thing that leads to you being stuck in the physical realm. And by the physical realm, what I'm meaning is in reality. It's not like you're chained up in reality. At least I don't think so. With your 9 of Swords, you get the Empress. Dear hearts, your reading is so much about valuing yourself, valuing this Empress within you. I think that you will struggle with that a little bit, and that's okay. Just honor that. You've got a 3 here, you've got the 3 of Swords, you've got the 3 of Cups. It's all part of your healing. But when it comes to you, confront it, look at it, and say, okay, here I am. Negative thinking. I'm putting myself down. I'm the goddess. I shouldn't be treating me like this. I shouldn't be thinking these things about myself in this way, And then with the 4 of Wands, you get the Knight of Wands. So I feel you really are worried about your stability, I think that's what the 4 of Wands is about. You are worried about your stability. You're not sure if you can get something consistent. And with the Fool, you get the Magician. So there's this new beginning wanting to happen, but I think you're filled with fear, beloveds. So what I would say is, sit with where things are. That new beginning will come. It might not be time yet, You've got work to do, and your work is around valuing who you are, seeing all your achievements, even those things that you've perceived as failures, seeing them, looking at them for what they are, teaching you something, and learning to honor this Queen of Wands within, learning to honor this creative beauty within you. So that's a strong message along with that, right? And then I didn't get one for your outcome. So you get the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So you might still struggle with this ending, and it's related to this Justice card. So it's possible you are right now going through this process that's quite difficult, and it's in relation to the ending of something legal, maybe a marriage, and there might still be an imbalance in the near future, right? On the physical, this is the physical thing. But I think that the big lesson for you is about this negative self-talk. It's about confronting that, and it's about honoring the Empress within you, honoring your experiences. You get the Empress there, but honoring your experiences and challenging your negative self-talk. And I want to say again, I feel like you are in this position of feeling stuck. Stay there. Accept it. Instead of fighting with it, say, okay, here I am, Spirit. I'm willing to be here so that I can learn something new. I know you are showing me this. So I'll be the hanged man. I will be suspended, because I know that in allowing that suspension, I will gain enlightenment. And enlightenment is I will gain some wisdom in this situation. I'm open. Okay, group 4. So you get Otter Spirit. You are never alone. Remember that. I think that's such a beautiful supplement to this reading, you know. And then you get Sylvia Plath, the dark. Let's look at Sylvia Plath. I think, yeah, Sylvia Plath wrote some dark stuff, I think. Some hectic stuff. So let's see what Sylvia's lesson for us is. Living in the dark, intensity, fury. Born in Boston, Sylvia Plath was a social and academic success in spite of severe depression and suicide attempts. On a Fulbright scholarship to Cambridge University, she met and married the poet Ted Hughes. While Hughes philandered and kept bees, Plath stayed at home with 2 young children and wrote increasingly brilliant, scary poetry that made use of her anger at her husband and father, intense mental states, and obsession with death. At 30, Plath ended her life by putting her head in the oven. So I'm sorry to be the bearer of that, but I don't think that there's any way you are being guided there. You are being guided to confront your fears, beloveds. Confront the pain, and never let it get so dark that you just reach out. Reach out if you need a hand, because you are on the path to healing. Trust that you are on the path to healing. And this showed up, like the previous one, it showed up for you to see the starkest of possibilities so that you don't go there, you know. So I feel like you are going through heavy energy, but you are healing, beloveds. Trust me, you are healing. If you need a hand to hold, reach out for a hand to hold. Okay, group 4, I'm going to leave it there, and I send you lots of love for the week ahead. I will do your zodiacs towards the end of the month, and I'll be back in 2 weeks' time with your next weekly pick a card. Lots of love to you, group 4. Bye.